prosecutor asked you, why didn't you spend that much time? You already explained that to the jury, right?
I did.
Basis.
Arguing or asking a question he wasn't at. I didn't ask that. Misrepresenting.
Oh, the objection. Can you answer the question?
You didn't.
Yeah, I answered. I told her I didn't have no talent.
And that's very, modest of you. Modest means polite of you to say you didn't have the talent, but you also didn't put in the time with Jeffrey, right?
No, I ain't putting no time.
You were doing other things while he was working, right?
Yes.
That's what you said earlier on your cross-examination, right?
Yes.
Nothing about when Jeffrey became famous. That's how Jeffrey, he went for something, right?
Yes.
You told the jury it was amazing. It was your word.
Your Honor, I'm going to object if he's already asked and answered.
I sustain the question.
All right. State's exhibit number 16U. It might be in front of you. Is that what the number is, if you don't mind helping me out, Mr. Stevens?
Yes.
Now, you were answering all the questions asked by the Honorable District Attorney Hilton. Remember that?
Yeah.
And you were put under oath, right?
Yes.
And the Honorable Judge Glanville, Chief Judge Glanville, he was here asking you questions as well. He was present, right?
Yes.
Where in that document or in the video does it ever say that Jeffery Williams was part of a criminal street gang? Tell the jurors.
It don't.
I'm sorry?
It don't.
So you were under oath, having to answer all the questions of the prosecutor, and they didn't ask you that question.
Ain't in there. No. I ain't get asked that.
I can't hear you.
I didn't get asked that question.
Was Jeffery Williams part of any criminal street gang whatsoever, sir? To your knowledge, as charged in YSL, RICO count, or any other gang activity here?
Your Honor, compound.
I sustain the question as to form.
You were asked about YSL, and the prosecutor, Love, asked you, are there Crips in YSL? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And are there Bloods in YSL? She asked you. Remember that?
She asked me a lot of questions. Huh?
That's fine. If you don't remember, it's fine. Or maybe I'm wrong. Okay. I want to talk to you about Jeffery Williams' YSL. Okay?
Yeah.
Young Slime Life. That's a record label. You know that, right?
Yes.
And are you familiar? And if you're not, just say, Brian, I don't know. Okay? Does YSL produce music?
Yes.
Does YSL record label distribute music for public consumption? Consumption means for the public to listen to.
Yes.
Does YSL include music engineers?
Yes.
Does YSL include lawyers, business lawyers?
Yes.
Does YSL have managers?
Yes.
Do they have bookkeepers? That means people who keep all the money.
I mean, they got to it. That's a business.
If you don't know,
Yeah, I don't.
okay. Do you know if YSL pays taxes?
Yes.
Do you know whether they're registered company in the state of Georgia?
Yes.
Do you know whether they were bought out by a publicly internationally traded company?
Your Honor, I asked for a basis. I object as to
Do you know that?
basis for his knowledge.
It's public information if he knows.
I sustain the question. It's been asked and answered too, Mr. Steele.
Do you know whether this record label that Jeffrey created, if he's a part of it?
Yes.
And are there people who do promotion and advertising
Yes.
and search for new artists, A&R,
Yes.
and people who promote interest in Young Thug brand?
Yes.
And Young Thug brand is something that you don't back down, no fear. That's what was created, right?
Objection as to speculation.
If you know.
I sustain the question.
In the public domain, that's what Young Thug brand is, right?
Objection again, that same basis.
I sustain the question.
Okay. I would like Mr. Kokomo, with his permission and the court's permission to show privately Mr. Stevens that song, Let Me Live, to see if he knows the song, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I object.
I sustain the question.
Okay. Did Jeffrey ever give you anything in order to enable the stature or the respect or the benefit of any gang?
Objection, Your Honor.
Did he ever give you anything?
I sustain. Mr. Steele, it's getting to the point, it's asked and answered at this point as well.
Now, in Mr. Williams number 4, the chat that's in evidence,
Yeah.
there were talk about, and if you need to see it, we can put it up and hand it to you, okay? There was talk about Mr. Williams saying, I'm on this thread. Don't play with me. I'm a real gangster, for real. Don't talk like that behind my back because I'm here. You remember all those conversations? And Mr. Williams said, I pay for everything. Remember all that?
Yeah.
Does Mr. Williams pay for the $1,500 rent that you were trying to raise?
No.
And when Mr. Williams wrote, he pays for everything, if you go out with him, he'll pay for you, right? At a club.
Yes.
True? At the studio. Dinner. Drinks, right?
Yes.
Is Mr. Williams funding criminal activity that you're aware of?
Objection.
I sustain the question.
He would know.
Sustain the question.
Okay. Your Honor, may I have just a second?
You may, sir.
Your Honor, is Odyssey up? Because I was told.
Sir, it's not.
Do you have the dates?
We cannot access ours. And I have no.
Mr. Stevens, the prosecutor was asking whether I visited you in a jail. Remember those questions?
Yes.
I asked them for the dates.
Objection, Your Honor, as to Mr. Steele talking about anything, conversation outside of Mr. Stevens' presence in his direct or cross of Mr. Stevens.
What's the base for your objection, madam?
Improper question.
I sustain the question.
No date was given.
Objection, Your Honor, he's testifying.
I sustain the question.
Have I ever represented you on anything?
No.
Do we have any type of relationship, attorney-client-wise?
No.
Do you know that I've defended Jeffrey in other cases for 8 to 10 years?
Yes.
Do you know that Jeffrey's put my name in songs?
Yes.
Do you know whether you called me because you know I'm a lawyer in Atlanta?
Yes.
Did that have anything to do with Jeffrey Williams?
No, I was just trying to get somebody to represent me for my probation revocation.
Except for those other items, I don't have anything else.
Okay. State anything further?
No, Your Honor, no further questions.
All right. Anybody else? All right. May we excuse Mr. Stevens permanently or temporarily?
Permanently for the state's purpose.
All right.
Your Honor.
Sir?
Now I told him temporarily based upon the Odyssey and that other matter you told me, where you said earlier. So I don't want to do it. But he's free to go. I'm not going to hold him.
Can you all approach for a second, please? Mr. Stevens, just don't go anywhere quite yet.